Okay. I know it's a late stream. I'm gonna try to stay in the lighted areas, but it might set the theme for Chong. Come on, get out of the cement. Let's go. It might set, a nice mood for all this quantum theories and now the quantum computer and stuff like that. The only thing is his fur is so dark that sometimes you can't see him, but at least it'll be something different. Sometimes it's hard for me to do it in the house if I'm doing something that, is against the rules or something I'm not supposed to have in the stream. It's just easier to do it when I'm outside, so that's why I always do this. It's a lot easier. Just tape your dog in a dog walk while you're explaining things. So, but we're now trying to get off the property because there's a lot of people coming in and out, and people, like I said before, they get real funny with us recording. They think I'm going to record them and this and that and the other, and it's exhausting. So I try to just wait till everybody leaves out with their dog and then come and do my thing. But anyways, I was listening to YouTube, and there was a YouTuber on there, and he was discussing the quantum computer. And I guess that they were, with this AI technology, they wanted to combine them. And they were saying that Elon Musk sent a letter that until they know more about this particular technology, they should put it on hold. And then this other YouTuber was saying there was evidence that, I don't know where he got his information from, but I'm sure it was a good source. But come on, they could be coming in here. Anyways, it probably is a decent, reputable source, but they wanted them to shut it down. And Elon Musk, I guess, was complaining and said that they don't, until there's further research on combining this AI with other things, that they shouldn't do it at all. So they don't know what to expect. They were saying too in the video, which was interesting, that when they were combining them or testing it, when they put the AI with quantum, it advances real quick. So, they were very concerned about that on YouTube, and that the government wanted it shut down. So, I don't know, maybe this goes with my theory, honestly, that there's something to them, like with all these different atomic bombs and stuff, moving us out of balance in these multiple universes, because with the quantum technology, the government's starting to realize there is multiple universes also. So, where do you go from here? The government's honestly agreeing with it for now, and they're shutting down operations on their test subjects. So, I don't know. I started this subject thinking it was just going to be just one that didn't cause concern, that could have logical answers in the end, but this subject, honestly, just gets more and more detailed as time goes on. It really does. I don't I don't know how to. I mean, maybe I know I stumbled on the biggest debate there was, but it's kind of scary that they shut down a whole quantum computer. And I guess who made it, there was a person I forgot the scientist's name, but it was made in, I think they were saying late 40s, 50s. It was put together, and I'm sure he passed away at some point, and they're trying to live on, I guess, their legacy, as you say. So they're trying to do his legacy, and the computer's obviously more advanced than the one in the 50s, but they said that the technology for them to make it to where we put our phones and stuff is way off because they're super big. Like the first computer that was out, the ones that was super big, and then eventually they were able to do it the other. But they say these quantum computers are, well, I guess our computers run on binary systems, zeros and ones. These are infinite numbers. And they can come up with infinite possibilities, infinite answers. They're real smart computers. That's why they wanted to do the AI with these quantum computers. So, I mean, it's interesting times we live. I just literally accidentally stumbled upon it because I follow him and I subscribe to him. It's Unknown Facts or something. Something like that, but I'm a subscriber. And I always say, if you find somebody on YouTube that you find interesting with one broadcast, just subscribe to them. I do. I have a bunch of people I subscribe to. There's tons on my list. If they have something interesting and I could relate to them, that's what I do. I just subscribe. And then sometimes sometimes I don't listen to everyone. But there's times I listen to them, when I can, but I still subscribe so I can know when they have a new video out. But yeah, I was very wow, they had to shut down a computer? So if the government finds this interesting about all this new technology, honestly, quantum physics is just the hottest subject. There's nothing hotter than quantum physics right now. And they said at the time that he built the computer, they would have shut it down, but we were at war. And they weren't very interested in technology at that time. That's what they were saying. So, like I said, it's very... Can you not go right up in that grass? You know not to be up in someone's front yard. Chong always wants to be up in someone's front yard no matter what you do. He's that kind of dog. He wants to be up in your bushes. Like this one. Alright, come on, Chong. I'm trying to stick to the light, okay? But, anyways, maybe these, I thought I was trying to get, I'm not sure exactly what they have in these quantum computers. I forgot the exact scientific term, what it was. But the reason they can't get them to be as accurate as they want, they said that they get the element and it becomes stable and then it's unstable as quick as it gets unstable. So they're only able to get certain measurements. They can't control it. And I forgot, God, I wish I would have spent more time, but I forgot the exact name of it. It was a real long name. Let's just put it that way. But, and they've been trying. They get some measurements, but they can't get it to remain still long enough to test it for long. So they were saying it's like unknown chemicals. We're in the dark. Come on. But they say that, it's has all these unknown elements coming, and when they all come together, they literally lose it. And it happens all the time. And they spend a lot of money on these computers. So, I mean, that's the thing. They're spending so much time and money, and the government, just seeing that they're so powerful and they're putting all this work into, and they can't get accurate measurements. But they are working on it. You got your top engineers in the world over there. Because anybody working on these kind of machines are close to geniuses or are geniuses. That's how these governments work. They have, and honestly, I wouldn't want to work on one of these computers. I'm not even trying to be judgmental. I don't know a lot of people that'd be smart enough to work on a computer like that. Thank God there is, because I'm not. I could tell you about all this like a news reporter for science, but honestly, I'm just one person in the world, and that's it. And I see these reports of all this stuff, and I wonder, because I didn't know until somebody from YouTube said that this computer was shut down. And Elon Musk was trying to not have this technology go together. It seems like it almost forms an intelligence of its own when you put it together. That's just my take of it. Chong, you really got to sniff that garbage. And he has to pee on it. Good guy. I don't know why he doesn't want to wear shoes. But honestly, alright, Chong, go. It's that has to be something to it when someone's telling you got to shut it down. Usually if somebody's trying to stop you from something, it's either just vaguely wrong that you shouldn't do it, or if it's not vaguely wrong, there's something dangerous. So if it's a study of a scientific nature, and someone's telling you to shut it down, it means I guess you're on to something. About it. That's how people operate. And it's just very, 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 very interesting. It piques my interest, like a friend used to say. He would be drinking a lot, and he would say, that piques my interest. And I used to think that was like the funniest thing, so I sometimes like to say that. Because it sounds like some smart person would say, that piques my interest today. But he's doing good. But honestly, this quantum computer, they're saying once they figure out the ins and outs of it and stuff, they can make it into a PC model. And, with our phones, we'll have the quantum. We already have some of the AI technology. The AI technology is what us editors use for our editing programs and stuff, because you can use some of that. And it is some of the best editing stuff out there, is the stuff that's been engineered. And they say that's safe. It's just the artificial intelligence that they're concerned about. So, we'll have to see what the future brings. But I figured I just have to share that with you guys because... Alright, Chong, quit sniffing that. You don't sniff in the car. That car's running, Chong. That will kill you. Maybe not now, but if you'd have kept sniffing, it might have hurt your lungs. Anyways, I'm sorry. He literally is like a child. This is why we always are together. But yeah, this technology is good but scary at the same time. Because on on the better editing programs, oh, they took that down. The donation thing. Oh well. This could be a donation thing over there. It probably got some nasty stuff in it. Ugh. So you notice these things when your dog walking. Alright, come on, Chong. Chong! Come on. Come on. But yeah, this all blows my mind that this quantum computer got shut down. Maybe they got so advanced and they found something out. Maybe they found out a secret to getting into another universe. I mean, we don't know. It could be a lot of things, honestly. I mean, they could have got some findings that they're not going to share for a long time because, if your enemies know thy enemy, and if your enemies know too much, could be the end of America. Because that's, and I guess that's not a horrible practice. It's Department of Defense. And it does make a lot of sense. Don't give away all your secrets to destroy yourself. But maybe, I'm sure they had to have found something. But there's a lot of, even the government's starting to realize that there has to be something with these, with the quantum and the multi-universes. They're literally all agreeing. And honestly, at this point, I'm kind of starting to become a believer myself. There's a lot of evidence pointing to yes. Because it just seems, with all the stuff going around and all the weird stories and occurrences that people are talking about, and now with all this talk about AI and stuff, and the quantum computers, quantum universes, the multi-universe and quantum and linear string theories, it really all seems like it could be possible. I mean, I know the basics of it, but knowing the basics of it, you still have your mind blown. And it just honestly is some groundbreaking things. It really, really is. Okay, do you really gotta do this now? Come on. You don't need to have a scene going with this. And my glasses are starting to fall down. Chong, come on. Alright, not here. We'll go in this little park here. Ugh, dogs. I'm trying not to have people stare at me while I'm picking up poo. Because they're going to look at you the whole time like you're not going to. So I can't have that happening. Come on, Chong. We're going over to that park. Right. Just pee. Poop when we get to the park. The park part. All right, let's go. Oh, God. I'm trying to stay to well-lit places, and I'm just walking through a puddle. Lovely. Trying not to get my feet all wet after I just took a bath and everything. When you hang out with a dog all day, this is what happens. You end up in the puddles, the mud, everywhere you don't want to be when it comes to doggy dogs. Ugh. Come on, Chong. We're almost there. It was raining real good earlier. They got I wear my boots all the time. But honestly, I'm not trying to, I don't even know honestly where to begin with these. I'm right here. With these tunnels and everything, and they have these tunnels that are made from this and that. I don't know where to go with it. I really don't. We're just gonna walk on here, so let's walk through any puddles so we can get to this little park. So we can walk around there a minute. Of course, you want to be right in the middle of Puddle City. But honestly, maybe it just runs off. Maybe it's kind of, honestly, maybe they always say there's, with the atomic bomb, there's a different atom displacement. So maybe this quantum stuff is just a bunch of radical atoms that just kind of aren't stable, unstable atoms. We're talking about unstable atoms because half of them aren't from our planet, and they're reacting in a certain way with our planet. It could be as simple as that. I'm willing to bet it might possibly be something like this. So, I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying it's a damn good possibility. And I really am, because it seems like it could be. So, there's a lot of stuff about I would look up the quantum computer. I would just start looking up the stuff about quantum computer stuff, and, leave me your comments. Let me know what you think about it. Because honestly, this is such a hot subject, it probably piques everybody's interest. Alright, what do you see? I want to move forward, Chong. We're not going there because it's dark. It could be a skunk. It could be a lot of stuff. If something's looking at us over there, it's nothing I want to be around. Now let's go. Okay, let's go, like I said. Let's leave it alone. Let's not bark at it. Let's leave it alone. We get out here in the middle of the night, and these animals, one day if I'm gobbled up by a coyote or something, at least there'll be some video footage. I just don't trust them. Come on, Chong. Come on, you're all the way back there. You're supposed to be protecting me. How are you supposed to protect me from way back there? Maybe he is protecting me for that. I don't know. He's still looking back there. Well, we're not going to visit whatever that is. I'm sorry. We're away from there. The reason you want to keep looking over there makes me want to move a little faster. I'm not getting sprayed by a skunk. I don't think I told you guys the skunk story. Me and Chong were out in our little excursions, kind of like today. And Chong, of course, got a bush. No, not just a normal dog walk a day. No big deal. This thing came out of the damn bush. I'm screaming. So it starts literally. So it literally starts acting crazy for one. Yeah, let's go over here. These guys are home. I don't feel like getting involved with that. There's hardly anybody home on this side. I'd rather do this in private. But anyways, this skunk. This skunk literally came out. I'm screaming, and he went lunging for this bait. It was a baby skunk too, and I heard those are the worst. So it was me, Chong, and the baby skunk. It sprayed his eyes, and it ended up spraying me in the mouth because I was screaming. And I had to throw away all the clothes that were on me, every single one of them. Just threw them in the garbage. And he got in the bathtub, then I got in the bathtub. It was crazy. Literally. Alright, Chong, these people are home and they're gonna be knowing it. We need to get away from doors when you're gonna do this kind of stuff. Come on. We're going far away from whatever that was. But yeah, and then for a week, getting back to this, and then for a week, I literally everything I tasted horrible. It took a week because it went down my throat, on my tongue, everything, and it was the nastiest thing I've ever tasted. Then my husband proceeded to tell me that he's never known any human that got sprayed by a skunk. But I was like, I gotta be the first human for this to happen. Alright, come on, Chong. My glasses are falling down. So, yeah, that's a skunk story. And it was literally one of the worst things that could have happened to me. It was crazy. And I mean literally insane. That day was something to remember. Let's just put it that way. But that's the skunk story. Whenever Chong passes, I'll be crying hysterically and probably telling that same story one day. That's the kind of bond we have. So, but that literally is our story. That'll always be me and Chong's story. And you know how it is when you have special moments in your life. All right. Oh God. Sometimes getting up the street, being outside anymore gets you sniffling. And I'm always outside. I could be an outdoors woman. I really could. But yeah, that's our skunk story. And honestly, with these supercomputers, I honestly believe that these computers are capable of things. And they were saying too that honestly, if the technology comes out and they keep getting smarter and smarter, that they believe that they're going to outsmart us and they might try to get rid of us. And I guess that's why all those movies were on TV about this. And I just thought it was just something fake. But there actually was a computer doing all this, which was nice and different. So, all right, let's go to this side of the street. But I guess this technology has literally always been there and it always probably will be. But hopefully, we don't have it to where it's making us extinct, because that wouldn't be no good. I honestly, though, believe that there is something to all of this. Come on, you took your pee. And at least it makes me feel better that people are putting limitations on this technology, because I don't want some kind of robot telling me what to do, or saying you can't buy that house, or locking you out of your house, or just killing you. If they believe you're a threat and their intelligence, but they don't have emotion or anything, you could be having a moment and upset, and one of these robots could just theoretically just grab you up, just snatch you up, just like that. And then what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do if that thing's smarter than you. And it's just some food for thought. Maybe some of the visitors we're getting with this whole multi-universe, maybe it happened in the future. Maybe Elon Musk and different people literally were from the future and they knew that this event was going to happen. If you change an event from the past, sometimes that happens. I'm sorry.
Get over here.
Chong. As long as he's friendly, it's okay.
You alright?
Yes, they seem to just be sniffing each other. He's pretty friendly. I like your dog, though. I think Chong does. You're fine. Chong, you can't play. They gotta go bye-bye. Chong, come on. All right, Chong, come on this way. All right. We had a dog encounter. It was a German Shepherd. So, but he gets along with big dogs, so we're good. They just sniffed each other's butt. We had a full-on adventure on this stream. We even got other dogs involved. So, come on, Chong. But I always be courteous to other dog owners. One day I'll be in the same position, If at least I didn't have a little dog, but her dog came out. Those little dogs get crazy around big dogs. Come on, Chong. I'm over here, Chong. You're all the way there. I'm going to have to shorten up this chain. You're in the middle of the street, going that way. What is wrong with you? Everything he wants to snip is the opposite way. Come on, Chong. You know, that was a bush, Chong. It could have had a skunk in it. That's probably why that skunk did that. You probably peed on the skunk, and that's why it sprayed both of us. He was peeing at the time, too, when that skunk went through. So, it could have been partially his fault. Chong, this is way too far up on their lawn. You're not going in their house. Let's go. Let's go. You can't just go on people's property like that. People don't like that, Chong. This side's fine. The life of a dog walker, I tell you. But honestly, look up that computer like I did and give me some comments of what you think. Because I think there's some to it. I think that the visitors we are getting is people maybe like our future selves trying to warn us the bad implications of some of these technologies. And the thing is they would be immortal. So if they did take over, we'd be in trouble. And they would see us as the enemy. So we got to think about that too. And obviously Elon Musk and other people have seen this. So I guess we should be very grateful that these guys have actually seen things like this. So, but just so I'm not overly rambling, I'm going to probably cut the stream off. I'll have another one going on tomorrow. I hope everybody's having a good day. Or had a good day, sorry, because I'm doing it evening time. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a good day and stuff. And that's about it. And think critical. Critical thinking is so important. People don't think it is, but it is. And me and Chong will be signing out.